Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers Showcase video. I'm once again taking a look at one of your designs that you've linked me in the comments section of one of my videos. And if you want to see something of yours shown on this channel, just leave me a link somewhere and I will eventually get around to it. Now for today we're doing something that I promised to do a rather long time ago, and that is the Aggressor class battleship, which is this thing right here. Because I heard you guys liked guns, so here are guns on a ship with even more guns to blast your enemies. When I spawned it in, it took very short work to just annihilate the starting base. I have no idea what its beef was with that base, but it just opened fired and that's all that remains of it. Anyway, let's start by going around the outside, and then we'll go have a little fly around over to one of the pirate bases, which is somewhere in, I'd like to say, that direction. So this ship features 4 different mods. I bet you can't tell what mods have been used on this. It does have, which you won't know, the Atlas super laser hidden inside it. So that is going to deal a lot of damage, but the sheer amount of guns on this is a little over the top really. But anyway, pressing F10 and finding the Aggressor class battleship, this ship weighs in at 8,672 large blocks. It does require the DLC because it uses a few things such as the toilets, the beds, and the little projector table thingy. So starting at the very front, we've got these lovely battle cannons that are fixed. They only shoot forwards, so you're just going to annihilate whatever you are aiming at. As we come down, we got a camera right above the Atlas super laser. So once again, whatever you're aiming towards is going to go boom very fast. Below that, we have this gigantic cannon right here. Yes, this cannon has a very slow reload, but my god is it destructive. Anyway, let's go back up and work our way around the side. On the side, we've got a bunch of non-controllable automatic turrets. Yes, they'll simply just aim and pummel any enemy that come nearby. It's not even a fight at this point where this thing engages. Yes, we can keep coming along there. We've got the hydrogen thrusters because that is our main form of thrust on this ship, and that looks like it's just hanging off the edge there. It might be. It did say there was one mod missing and I couldn't find which it was because it's not listed on the workshop page, and I tried fiddling around but could not find it. But yes, on the side here, it's just gun after gun after gun. We've got small little AA turrets. We've got these bloody great cannons here, which will aim and fire at your enemies. So yes, the enemies are going to be beyond dead with this thing. We've got some lovely block work as well. Going along with the interior walls, we've got our nice clean skin with a mixture of the old rusted skin down there. If I come up and above, we can just see the glass, which is where our main control room is going to be, and we've got some more thrusters just hidden away at the top there in a nice little inlet part. Going across, guess what? More guns, more hydrogen thrusters. We've got more connector spots there, which I presume would be for more turrets, but for some odd reason they have not decided to load in no matter how much I try and spawn them. Going towards the back, we've got some lovely tail fins here, made out of the simple steel blocks with some slope blocks. As we come around to the back, we have our main thrusters with some more guns. So at the back, we have got 7 large hydrogen thrusters to boost us along. These lovely little fin parts, which have been used with these slope blocks, and then like little square parts in the middle there. It does look quite nice. From a distance, it sort of looked like vents. Like there's a little more thrusters inside there, and it's just going to vent all the heat out and down below. Then as we come up and above, well, more thrusters. We've got a bunch of connectors here, which is nice if you wanted to have a fairly larger ship to come and land and connect up to this while you're flying through a hostile territory, then that's one way of doing it. Of course, you could use this to resupply the ship, have a small little vessel with a bunch of hydrogen tanks attached onto it, connect it up, let it disperse all the hydrogen into this ship, and yeah, just keep yourself going. We got some, I think these are PDCs, aren't they? I can't remember what the mod is called, but they are just insanely powerful things. And we've got even more turrets. We do have a door there which goes inside, but I won't go in there just yet because we have another door to go in. We of course have our antenna so we can never lose the ship, no matter how far away it gets. And as we come towards the front, we've got even more turrets, more connectors where I presume more turrets would be. Yes, now I'm looking at it more and more, it does seem like one turret mod is missing or broken at this point. And then we're back at the front with those fixed cannons. But now we come down below, past it. I love this thing. This thing is amazing. The sheer amount of detail that goes into some of these mods is impressive. But below that, we've got our landing gear, which I unfortunately hit the ground too hard, made a dent and broke it. We've got some turrets there, just in case an ant decides to attack you. Large hydrogen thrusters, plenty of large hydrogen thrusters underneath here, so you can always make sure you can take off regardless of how bad the atmosphere is. Even more turrets. We've got a hangar door here for us to get a fairly small ship. I'd like to say a ship. It most probably would be more for a land vehicle, I'd like to say. Maybe a small little rover which you can just drop down. How you'd get it back up, I don't know. Which is why I instantly leant towards it being a small ship bay. But it could be used for a vehicle, you never know. Attach some thrusters onto it and you'll be fine. But I'll come back to this inside part a bit later. We've got even more hydrogen thrusters there, some more turrets hidden around that corner, and more turrets on the back. And yes, that is basically it. It's steel blocks and turrets is the best way to describe it. It does look great, however. Yes, if I come back from a nice distance, look at that thing. It's like a cruiser that would go along the water, except it's got thrusters on it and tons of guns attached to it. But with that all said and done, I believe it's time to take control of my character and go inside. So flying around to the right hand side, we've got our door. Yes, the door is already open because I've already had a little tour around side before I started recording. Double doors, of course, for the airlock, and then we come down these steps. Here is our first DLC block, the projector table, and we've got an air vent to make sure we don't suffocate while we're in space. We do have another conveyor there, which is why I'm thinking that there might be more than 3 mods needed for this thing. So if I was to come up to this button, we get an error message. Yes, there was nothing on the workshop page saying about that, but never mind, eh? The ship is still great as it is. This is the main cockpit area. We've got another button panel there for you to use. Maybe to like take manual control over this, over the turrets even, and just fire them 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got our main cockpit seat right here for us to basically just go and fire this. I'm just going to quickly fire this because this is impressive. So, ooh, that is satisfying. We're getting a nice little smoke. When the smoke clears, damn it, it survived. That's not good. Shoot that. Oh, I'm getting carried away here. I should not be touching that yet. No, we need to continue on through the ship, which will be through this door, down the steps. We've got steps on the other side, which does the same thing. And we've got a ladder, which we can climb up and get to this very curious thing right here. I'm not too sure what this is, because it's a bunch of interior walls, a bunch of doors. I presume this would be kind of like a cargo bay. We've got some gyroscopes hidden away in these corners, and we've got another door, which was what I was talking about earlier. If I can just get my body through there, we can then just come out to where the antenna was. So it's an alternative way of getting to the top of the ship, and we've got a nice blank room here. Say if you wanted to have another cargo container storage thing, so we just maybe just make a small little storage bay here, where we can store lots of goods and all that. It's up to you what you want to do with it. As we come along back past the jump drives, which is sitting right here, we have this area here. It's quite a dangerous place, but I'll come back to that later because there's a proper way of getting into it. But we can stare down this bit to all the gyroscopes which are on this ship. I haven't tested out how well this thing flies yet. I've just been going around the ship and seeing what it has. But we can drop down the ladder and come down to this bit where we got our planters. We've got some more air vents. We have our O2 H2 generators. We've got quite a lot on here to make sure we can keep flying for a long time. We've got our planters there for a bit of decoration, oxygen tanks, and the oxygen generators are right there. I know they're oxygen farms. I just call them oxygen generators because that's what they do. And then behind all of this, we've got another doorway where we can keep going. Yes, it gets a little bit confusing here. Perhaps some signs would be useful telling you where you are and where you can go. We come through here. We're now below the jump drive area where I was before, so we can just manually control this, say if we want to jump or not. And then we come to the back room, which was where I was going to go beforehand, which is over there. And we can just drop down. This is our hydrogen tank. A lot of conveyor. It's basically conveyor heaven in this area. We've got our laser antenna. Even more gyroscopes. We've got our batteries for our emergency power. And lots of conveyors. We do have this bit over here, which is rather dangerous and not option tight. That is where the thrusters are. So if you wanted to repair the thrusters from the inside, you could do it from here. What else do we have in this room, you're asking? Not a lot else. It's just mainly gyroscopes, batteries, and conveyors. So going all the way back through, let's just close up that door. In fact, that is a little bit of an error. We have an air vent in here, and there is a gap down here. So that is a small problem. It could just be because a mod is missing, and that's what I'm just going to presume is happening here. Opening up that door and coming back through, past the gyroscopes. Where do we go from here? I don't think I've been all the way down there, but let's go down here, because this should take us to the hangar bay area. So across here, we've got some lovely windows where we can view down at where I was earlier. Coming down these steps, and all the way around, we've got another area, just like the one above us. And we can continue going down to another doorway, or we can come out here. In this is the hangar bay where I said we could put a small vehicle, or a small ship in, and behind us, we've got our button to close it up. But let's just leave that open. Moving along to the opposite side, we have got even more hydrogen tanks, yes. So this connects up to the room above us, which had all those confuddleness of conveyors and stuff. But this is our main hydrogen storage. Going to the opposite side, we have our gyroscope storage, which has been done in a way that is quite decorative, actually. It's just like a ceiling decoration. Gyroscopes. Opening up this door, prepare for disappointment, we have a conveyor. Yes, I'm not too sure. In fact, that could be a thruster, but yeah. It's just a door that leads over to there. As for this rest of the room, not too much else. We've just got some interior walls everywhere. Going through, we've got our spotlights, just giving us that nice glow. And then going all the way back around through here. Let's just continue along this doorway. And we've got our large reactors, which are our main form of power. Yes. Closing up that door. Nope, they won't change because I think I turned off oxygen in the world. Through this room here, we've got our refineries, so we can always refine whatever we find out in space, just to repair ourselves or just to do whatever basically. And then our large cargo containers to store all our junk in an unorganized mess. At the very end, we got a rather empty room with a block missing. Like I said, it's probably going to be that mod which is missing, which is going to be doing all of this. I did try the decoration stuff. I added in about 7 decoration packs, but none of them were the right one. As for what it stands right now, you could just use this for storage, or you could take a decoration pack yourself, use the DLC pack, and do whatever with this room. Could even use a prisoner storage, in fact. Just take a bunch of cryopods, lock this door, and just let them be in there. But now let's go all the way back, past the large reactors, open up this door, up the steps, and now it's time to go all the way down the corridor, basically. Come across there is a little bit confusing. Like I said, signs would be very helpful on a ship like this. But we can come past here. Yes, this is your oxygen generating room. We come to the cryopod room, which has 2 medical bays there. Just so one person can just hog this, change their outfit and all that, while another person does the same thing. Round this side, not too much, but we do have air vents on top of them. Make sure you don't suffocate in here. We got our cryopods for a quick recharge that go all the way around, apart from the back, and even more air vents in here just in case you didn't have enough oxygen to breathe. As we come into this bit right here, we got our crew quarters basically. We've got these small little rooms. They're very cramped, in fact. Very cramped, and enough area up here just to allow the oxygen to go to every single room. So there's not much privacy. If you fart, it's going to echo. We've got our locker from the DLC pack, and we've got our bed where we can just look around like so. Opening up the door and coming around to this one, we have of course got another one set up the same, and the third one, which of course is set up the same. On the opposite side, we've got our kitchen. So there's our little DLC kitchen block, which can be turned upside down to make it look like a fueling station or whatever. And then we got our DLC table for you to eat your food, have your little meeting. And yeah, it's quite good actually. And then The last room in this area is of course the toilet with a very ominous turret in the window. So we got our standard toilet right here, which doesn't have any privacy whatsoever. You could just be walking along and seeing another person on the john there. But we do have the other toilets, which are right here. Again, you're just going to be staring. In fact, yeah, you could just be staring into the eyes of the person on that toilet there. So yes, like I was saying, you could just sit on the chair there and stare into the eyes of the person on the toilet over there. If you're wondering how I did that, I just used Replay Tool to spawn in a new character. But yes, there is a character sitting on that. And you also somehow lose the jetpack, which is slightly concerning actually where that's gone. Perhaps you put it in the toilet. Moving along to the end of this area, we come back to another conveyor heaven, where there is, guess what, just a lot of conveyors everywhere. Yes, I'm not too sure what's going on in this room. Could just be that the mod is missing, but there are just nothing but conveyors. But it might just be for all the turrets everywhere on top, and it's just a way of hiding it. We can just keep going down here, past all this bit, and that's something over there. And that, I believe, is everything talked about inside this ship. Oh, we do have a sneaky area up here. Oh, could have a stowaway up here, better be careful. Dropping down and running, yes, running. Let's just say goodbye to this person over here. Where have they gone? I think I closed up the door. Yes, I did. Yes, goodbye, good sir. And then run all the way to the front. Up the top. Was it up here? It might have been up here. Yes, it was up here. Here is the control station, because now we have to take control of it. So, number 1 is our jump drive. Number 2, we just simply press it, and we go into the cannon underneath, where we can shoot it, like so. Which is pretty good. In fact, I think I annihilated that thing. Number 3 is a cannon which is sitting underneath for the Atlas super laser. Now the problem with this cannon is it's been put on the wrong angle. It could be deliberate, it might not be. But we can press number 4, the Atlas super laser will charge up. And there we go. Screw that mountain in particular. Number 5 is to turn one of the turrets on the ship on and off. Number 6 will fire the front turrets just by pressing the button. It has a fairly long reload, so you can't spam it, so do be aware when you're trying to engage in combat. Number 7 will turn off the turrets, which are called the Vulcans. Number 8 will turn off those turrets, and number 9 will also turn off some more turrets. And that is it, basically. Just most of them turn off the turrets because it is kind of a passive-aggressive ship, where you just have to fly near the enemy, and it will destroy them. So undoing the parking brakes and attempting to take off. With the landing gears removed, it's time to go up and fly, and I appear to have left a small trail of turrets underneath me. It's like the ship is falling apart. Yes, let me just get some air, and we'll do a quick little test of the thrusters, and then it's time to go say hello to the pirate base just over there. So, going forwards, accelerates fairly fast. It's pretty slow considering the actual size, but it does accelerate at a pretty fast pace. Stopping is kind of slow. It's not ideal if you're in a tight situation, but for general space and for flying around a planet like so, it's perfectly adequate. Going left is pretty slow, and going right, again, is pretty slow, but it's what I'd expect from a large ship such as this. Going down, it's pretty damn fast actually. It's fine, it's fine. Going up. Yep, going up is pretty fast, isn't it? Going down seems to be the oddball out of all of them, being exceptionally good at going down. But that's generally because of the weight factoring into that. Turning my mouse around. It's pretty good, actually. It's slightly better than the ship I did yesterday, but it still has a lot of meat to it, which suits this size of ship. So now it's time to go and say hello to this pirate over there. Now we've got our camera, which is sitting right there, but unfortunately is on the angle, so we'll just stick to third person for the moment. So let's now just keep going along and say hello to this. Once these cannons start firing, it's amazing. So I will just tilt myself like so. In fact, should I try and nail it with the Atlas super laser? I'm sure that'll be fine. There we go. It might work, it might not. It's kind of difficult to aim at. 3, 2, 1. Fire when you're ready. Oh, we hit it! Oh, wow. And there goes the guns. The guns on the side are now firing. I think they have a much longer range than the other turrets. Then we can keep going forwards. Fire those. Oh, direct hits. And now they're opening fire on me. And there goes the front turrets. Let me just tilt myself down. And I think it's dead. I think that pirate base has just been gone before I even got close enough to get into detail of it. So I wonder, to finish off this video, I'm going to spawn in another one. One which is going to be sitting, let's say right here. So here is this one. Let's say, have it like that. And there we go. And then I'm going to give this ship to the pirates, and I'm going to let them fight. So turning off all these, there we go, and finding some kind of access points. That'll do. And I want to select everything and give ownerships to the pirates. Oh god. Ow, 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 ow. Free camera, save me. And here they go. That's a lot of bullets flying. Look at them all. It's kind of unfair to that one because it is still shooting my body. But look at all the bullets. In fact, I think that could be the thumbnail. There we go. Look at them go. Oh, that one's moving. He got hit by something big. They are trying. They're trying really hard. They're slowly working away on that armor there. But it's going to be tough to see who can actually do it. In fact, if I can get into my character and... There we go. I'm just going to try and get over there. Oh, the slow motion is kicking in. What does the error message say? Too many blocks. Of course. In fact, I can just help with that and just go trash removal. Which is the replay tool. Thanks, game. Let me just remove all floating objects. And now it's time to try and get over there. Oh, the slow motion here. They're trying. They are really trying. No, go away, turret. I need... No. No, I need to get over. I'm silly, aren't I? Here we go. Untargetable. That solves the problem. But I think the one I spawned originally is starting to win out. Or is it? It's very hard to tell. So there goes all of them. Wow, that is just something else, isn't it? Still them firing. Ooh, but that one has taken a lot of damage. Some of the thrusters on the side have gone. And I've lost the control seat. It looks like this one is going down. The cannons are firing still. I have no idea who's going to win out of all these. But look at them go. It's just those, like, Gatling gun things. They're tearing each other apart. In fact, can I get in another one? Oh, that one's going down. The original one is falling. But it's still firing. It still has power. These things are tough, aren't they? Look at the absolute destruction they're doing to each other. In fact, let me try and find... Where is it? I don't want the Reaver ship. It has to be the Steam Workshop one. But they're still going. You should know exactly what ship I'm going for. Where is it? I have so many ships now. I've never unsubscribed to anything. All still here. I think it was the BR. There we go. Let's bring in this one. This one never fails to disappoint. And... Oh, no! PCU limit. Oh, I know, the Dex Fighter can have some fun. Oh yeah, if you haven't guessed already, this is basically the end of the video. I am just messing at the moment. Dex Fighter, show them your stuff. Oh god, oh, damn it. No, Dex Fighter, you can't do this. Dex Fighter, please. Oh, I had such faith in that ship. It's still going, it's kamikazing. Oh, poor little thing. Let me just bring in another one. Yes, yes, bring more ships in. Yes, bring it in. Well, yes. At this point, I think they're stuck in an endless fight until all the turrets are dead. So I'll just go to end this here before I do any other silly thing. Ooh, those explosions. Anyway, the Aggressor class battleship will be in the description below if you wish to download and try yourself. It's definitely worth it when you're setting up something like this. Because wow. Oh, there goes the landing gear and part of the bottom. Yes, like I said, it's in the description below if you wish to download and try it yourself. And I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.